What up, hotheads? I'm Henry, and this is Blaze the Roof. This week, we're reviewing a sauce named Double Comfort Seeing Double. The company is called Double Comfort. It started as a company to combat hunger. It was founded by Mary Liskey. She became very passionate about food banks and any type of charity that helps hungry people, because she saw the impact of the free breakfast program and the impact it had on kids' performances in school. She became a very big advocate of it, so much that 100% of profits from all sales end up going to the charity to help out hungry people. That's awesome. I myself wish I had the ability to help out the homeless, and I guess this goes hand in hand with that. So yeah, again, open it as a money stream to help out the less fortunate. Been going on for 10 years now. So the city is Columbus, Ohio. We've gone through Columbus recently, but again, it's the capital of Ohio, home of Ohio State University. It was almost called Ohio City. It is home of the first Wendy's, and it has a thriving LGBTQ community. So for those that do celebrate Happy Pride Month, and know that I am an ally. Those that are against it, I don't give a shit. I don't want to hear about it from you. All right. Famous people from Columbus include Alana de la Garza, who's an actress and an alumnus of UTEP like myself. I think last time I said de la Cruz because I'm an idiot. I apologize. The GOAT Simone Biles was born here, as was Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. And a man who gets way more hatred than he should, Guy Fieri. I think he does a lot for a lot of people. I think he's got a different type of personality, but I think he's just misunderstood. Let's look at the packaging. All right, so the packaging here, we see 2 jalapenos. I thought they were pickles at first, but they were jalapenos. As you can see, the border is like a reddish color. It's got a bluish. It almost reminds me of Austin Beer Works. On here, it says, hold on, I gotta pull up the photo. On here, it says, double the jalapeno, double the heat. With southern spices and heaps of jalapenos, Seeing Double hot sauce delivers amazing, fiery flavor to any dish. Give it a try on eggs, collard greens, jambalaya, or pizza. This serious jalapeno heat will have you all shook up. Double Comfort believes that everyone does better when no one goes hungry. That's why we donate our profits to folks in need. And I agree. I love this. This is a great cause. Let's now look at the ingredients. All right, the ingredients include distilled vinegar, green jalapeno pepper mash, water, spices, banana puree. That's interesting. Jalapeno chili pepper powder. I guess that's the double there. Pure cane sugar, salt, guajillo powder, chipotle powder. That's technically a third jalapeno powder. Onion powder, lemon extract. I thought I had prepared one for this week, and I obviously did not. I think this week's feature, I'm doing this one on the fly. I think we're going to do fries dipped in milkshake. So apparently this originated in Columbus. It could be for many reasons, right? If it's home of the first Wendy's, the first time I ever saw French fries dipped in a milkshake was a Frosty. So that would be apropos. It doesn't say exactly when this started, but it was a popular trend. I started seeing this, God, it had to have been before I moved to Austin. This is the weirdest shit I've ever seen. Probably was fine. I think the combination of salty and sweet with the sugar and fats of everything together go real well. It's just not my thing, I would say. The contrast of hot and cold, crispy and creamy, salty and sweet is just described as delicious and satisfying. I don't know if you know other people that personally do this. I mean, I think it's fine. It's just not like my go-to thing, you know. Let's just say if I was on a date and my date started doing that, I wouldn't think she's a total weirdo, right? So before we get any further, let's hear from this week's sponsor.
Don't get swept up in this current of fancy restaurants. Follow the yellow brick road to some good American food at the Blizzard of Oz. We model our hot dogs after characters from the Wizard of Oz, such as the Dorothy, a classic hot dog grilled to perfection, the Toto, a mini hot dog, the Scarecrow, a chili dog with fried potato shavings and cheese sauce, the Cowardly Lion, a corn dog, and the Tin Man, a bacon wrap dog. We also have the Wicked Witch, a dog with relish and sports peppers, and the Wizard himself, a foot-long dog filled with cheese and jalapeno, wrapped in bacon and served with all the fixins. Stop clicking your heels, get some courage, and go off to see the Blizzard of Oz. There may be no place like home, but this hits close.
Now for the moment of truth. I can smell the chipotle. It smells sweet. So I don't know what this is going to taste like. First of all, jalapeno sauce should typically be green, unless they went with red jalapeno. But they put chipotle and guajillo, which gives it a reddish color, and that to me says you're going for a more Mexican style sauce. But then you add in banana and lemon, so I don't know what they're going for. This is going to be something we're going to discover together, people. All right, it's very watery, so I got to be very careful with that. This sauce clocks in at 6,200 SHUs, so should be a very mild sauce. Jalapeno is not very hot, and I don't mean that as an insult to those of you that can't handle it. It's just kind of one of the weaker peppers. So it's like a brownish red, but that's again because of the guajillo and the chipotle. All right, I'm expecting a slightly smoky flavor to this, a little sweetness, and I guess a little bit of lemon. I don't know. This is a confusing flavor profile. All right, let's see how it is. Cheers. The lemon and the vinegar immediately cut through. With a little slight smokiness of the guajillo and chipotle. Yeah, actually, this has a pretty Mexican flavor to it. Like, it was fascinating. Not as sweet as I thought. Yeah, I think they put sugar to offset probably the vinegar, so it wouldn't be as tart. Because it's not really that sweet. I don't taste banana in this at all. Yeah, the prevalent flavors are the smoked chili peppers, the vinegar, definitely, and the lemon. This is definitely a lightweight. What would I put this on? Any type of Mexican food, I think, or breakfast tacos. I would put this on eggs. Since collard greens typically have vinegar in them, I would put them in there as well. Because it has such a vinegar forward profile, anything that calls for it, I would say like, in place of your Louisiana hot sauce, you could use this. Just give it a little bit more of a Mexican flavor, Mexican twist to it. So would I buy this? This wouldn't be in my rotation, but it is a very tasty sauce. It has, like I said, the smokiness and it's just a very zesty flavor. Next week, I've actually had this sauce. I did a challenge at a friend's house with a lot of these on chicken, like on chicken nuggets. And this next one came in. It was pretty good spice profile to it. This is Red Flags Black Eyed Susan. Until then, I'm Henry, and remember, spice up your life. Take care.